Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. This is your girl Narc Slayer 77, and I do want to welcome everybody. Now, I hope everybody got their handy notes out. You got your little drink to sip. You're just chilling, and I hope everybody is having good vibes, sending light, love, and blessings to everybody. Now, today's topic, we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. This is going to be another one of the narcissistic tactics, and this is another one that they use on a day-to-day basis as well, depending on where you all are at in the situation that you're in. And this is a tactic that they use again for control and domination, to inflict fear, hurt, pain, etc. Now, triangulation in layman terms, simply put, is the narcissist is now utilizing another person or another spiritual being to use against you. In any way, shape, fashion, or form. They wanting you at this point to understand that there is somebody else out there, and they are wanting you to feel the competition. They are wanting you to be placed in a position where they are inflicting pain, they're inflicting hurt. They're wanting you to know that there is competition, so they're wanting you to keep going on that hamster wheel and continue going in those circles. That way you're continuing to try to figure out how to please them or how to keep them and how to keep them from leaving you, depending on what type of person you are. If you haven't left them or if they're trying to leave you, again, this is one of those tactics. Now, with this triangulation, 9 times out of 10, it is going to be a secondary supply that they use for this bait trap, or it could be new supply depending on what type of narc you're dealing with. If they have anybody set up already to be used as another tool upcoming, again, depending on where they're at with the situation with you, it could be a secondary supply that was already put up for a tool to be used, or it could be a completely new supply, which is a new tool in general. Which, if you're hearing me say tool, I'm not calling y'all that. I'm just letting y'all know that this is how they think of us. Like, literally, they think of us as just supply or tools to be used at their own leisure. So I want y'all to understand that, and that's why I'm trying to make it very clear to y'all that this is serious and this is how they actually view you. You're not viewed as another spiritual being or another person or another human with feelings. You're viewed as simply a tool that they're using for whatever assignment or agenda that they're trying to complete, which is on their own personal journey. All right. So, with that being said, with this new supply or the secondary supply, they are wanting it to be known or wanting it to get to you that this person is in the picture at this time. So it may be that they are being out seen with this person. It could be that on social media they're making it known, like taking pictures, like letting it be known so that way it can get back to you. They also might be being rude. You might get some of those narcissists that might send you pictures of them with that supply so that way it can trigger some things in you, or just because they're very bold and they're ignorant and they just like to do shit to get under your skin. So if you're dealing with that particular narcissist that is at that high end spectrum, I do send prayers out to you, because these people will do anything that they can to get under your skin, especially when they realize that you might not have or want to do anything with them anymore, or they're feeling like you're not doing good enough and they have to get somebody else up to the bait to do what they need to have done. So, again, at this point of the relationship or situationship, because narcs don't have relationships, they have situationships. Everybody is used for a tool or just something as being used to get them to their next level of what they're trying to get to in their journey. Now, these tactics or this tactic, again, they are all used to inflict triggers in you. They're all used to get a reaction from you. That way they can kind of see how far you're willing to go to keep them, or how far you're willing to go to explain yourself, or how far you're willing to show how much you really care about them. Like, they have to feel that validation. So sometimes people placed in these situations will give everything they got to prove to them why they are the better person than this other supply. And I'm going to tell you this. First of all, you are the shit. If you want the shit, they wouldn't have to even go through half of the shit that they have to go through to even get your attention. So first of all, let's throw that out there. So don't even worry about it once you get to that level, or if they take it, or you know you're the shit. If you wasn't the shit, they wouldn't even be sitting there trying to get at you in the first place, or even chasing you, or even trying these tricks and tactics to even get to you. So know that a person that puts that much time and energy into just trying to get to you, that speaks a lot about what's really on their mind and how much importance you are to this person in their lives. So I won't even take them serious. Just know that this is something else that they use to get to you. We're going to also do a video on learning to respond and not react, because in those types of situations with triangulation, they are expecting a reaction. They're expecting a flinch. They're expecting you to yell, cuss, cry, be hurt, beg. They are wanting to get a lot of emotions from you. Again, that's how they're feeding themselves and feasting off you, from those emotional responses that they're trying to trigger in you. So this could bring back a lot of inner wounds, a lot of feelings of self-doubt, lowering self-esteem, self-worth, self-love. It's not being strong because you're allowing this person to really get to you. You just have to remain strong, and you have to know that, again, this person is sent on an assignment to do exactly what they're doing, which is to distract you and to also cause disturbances in your life. So it's going to ramp you if you're not paying attention to what's really going on. But once you kind of catch whip to this is the type of energy you're dealing with, you're going to learn to create boundaries and just learn different knowledge and pieces of information to kind of help guard yourself in this spiritual battle, because the devil is not after nothing but your damn mind. Once he gets your mind, he has everything. You also got to know that your brain is the only thing you really can get a transplant on. So you have to know that once your mind is gone, your mind is pretty much gone. And we got to keep our mind. We got to keep our peace. We got to keep our sanity, y'all. So you got to know what you're dealing with, and you got to know what's not healthy for you, and you got to know what's placed in your life to not be serving of you. Now, anytime you're dealing with people or energies that have to go out here to prove and use other people to get to you, and that's also them hurting that other supply too as well, because this other supply might not even understand what's going on, and they don't even know that they're being used half of the time. And sometimes, many of the times, that's to just get back at the main supply. A lot of the times the triangulation is occurring with the main supply versus new supply or versus secondary supply. That's normally how those tactics work, because they're wanting the main supply to work harder and to keep them, and they're wanting to know that this main supply still loves them and it's not going anywhere. They really are trying to get a reaction out of you. Now, once you kind of know what a person is showing you, who a person is, and they're showing you this, believe them. Believe who they are, because 9 times out of 10, if they have those types of dirty tricks up their sleeve, it's more shit where that comes from. You understand what I'm saying? So don't try to fight fire with fire. Don't go out there and put yourself out there to try to let him know or she know, hey, I'm lovable. Look, this person loves me. You out there, you doing the same shit they doing because you're trying to prove a point. Because all you're going to do is hurt yourself. You know your worth. You know you better than that shit. And at that point in time, think twice. Let go of that shit if you can. If you're in a position where you're able to kind of walk away from that type of situation, walk away from that. I understand some people could be married. Some people could be living with these types of people. But kind of put yourself in a mind frame that once they kind of show you that that's the mind frame that they coming from, those the type of tricks they play. They're very, very manipulative. They can be very cunning. They can also be very charming also. So just know it's more tactics where that shit come from. Triangulation is just one of the many tactics that they use on a daily basis for some relationships or situationships, so that way they can let you know that it is somebody else there, and they want you to continue to fight for them, fight for their love, fight for their attention, fight for their affection. And this is another one of their tricks. Is more to go along with that. This is part 1 of that triangulation video. If you do want more details about it, clarity, more topics that you want me to speak about, I do want y'all to send me an email. That's narcslayer77@gmail.com. narcslayer77@gmail.com. Again, I want y'all to keep your peace, keep your sanity. Don't allow anybody to get into that aura, because a lot of these people are placed on earth just to do those things specifically. We're going to continue getting this knowledge out, so that way we can continue to put more awareness out there, so many people can learn these tools and tactics and know what's going on around them, more in the spiritual sense, using that sixth sense, so they can kind of know how to prepare and guard themselves accordingly. You are the shit. Do you know you the shit? Because the Narc know you are. Always know that. Again, I'm sending peace, love, and blessings, and I hope everybody enjoy their evening.